It's just because it's so new. It's such a new experience because it's so like, of course we've seen games and all of these things that you can walk around, but it's so different when you're absorbed in a story, because that's, I think, not really, actually I haven't experienced it that much in the VR world, that are engaging stories, characters that you like, and that there's an entire world out there and you can actually walk around. And when I saw like the billboard and all of these small little details that you had there, it felt to me like a real, as if it's like a Netflix production,
Yeah.
and that you also could see like, no, but why wouldn't everything be like this, you know? And in
Right.
the future, like these short episodes, to me was like so groundbreaking, like as if, you know, like, this is the future. You've done this, you know? And I think that, especially to hear that this was like a one person job, crazy nights, and that you had so many sacrifices to get there. And I was like, yeah, like somewhere you can feel it, you know,
Yeah.
inside of these moments.
I think that's the most important part, is as some of my favorite books or comic books or some of my favorite shows, some of my favorite cartoons, you feel that there's a style and a voice unlike something else. So, I'm sure some of your favorite cartoons are so different from each other. It's not like you only watch one type of animation.
Yeah.
It's like you've got a whole different, I'm sure you could pick up 4 different cartoons that you love, and if you put them next to each other, they're just totally different from each other, right? And so I knew, I was like, I have to put my whole entire obsession with nostalgia and kind of my view of the world in NightMara. So, my view of Brighton City is should be irony, because it's all dirty. Everything's kind of, gray. It looks foggy. It looks, it's not bright. And so I needed that juxtaposition, because my life in Los Angeles, people are like, oh, you live in Los Angeles, it's Hollywood. It's fucking gross. There's homeless people everywhere. There's people running around with guns and shit. There's graffiti everywhere. No one respects the environment. And so I was like, okay, I haven't really seen that in a cartoony way. I've seen it within like cyberpunk. I've seen it within movies for sure. But for some reason, cartoons haven't really had that. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to kind of lean into that a little bit. And I really love the idea, like Gotham City means Gotham, it's dark, right? But I love how Brighton City is like a lie. It's like, welcome to Brighton City, but it's like just dumpy. There's trash and there's graffiti where, and I just knew I had to include, because like the bus is a huge part of that, because every day I'm hearing buses outside my window going. It just happens to fall into this, and I have to take my life and put it in there, because your life, Jeff, is different than JJ's life, is different than Kevin's life. It's all different, and you all have your own unique perspective on what the world is doing to you, that you can then take that, because nobody else can do the same thing as you can, because your mind is different than everybody else's, how you perceive the world. And if you don't use that, you're neglecting your superpower. My superpower is,
Yep.
This is how I view the world. This is how I view character. And I have to share it with you guys.